Boker Tov, good morning. Today is a special day. And so just for this day, we will step outside of our usual journey here in this space through the Shacharit morning service. And today our meditation practice will focus on this special time, on the power and meaning of this sacred occasion, which is Rosh Chodesh, the new month, the first day of the month of Nisan in the Jewish calendar. In the Torah, today would also be essentially New Year's Day, Rosh Hashanah, as it were. For in the Torah, Nisan, not the month of Tishrei in the fall, but Nisan in the spring, is the first month of the calendar year. That is the biblical New Year. Later, the rabbis changed the calendar year. They shifted it so that it would begin at Rosh Hashanah in the fall, but still, for them, today, the first of Nisan is one of 4 Talmudic New Years. And this is the new year that begins Zman Cherutenu, the season of our liberation, because that is what this month of Nisan is all about, leaving behind bondage, freedom. It is about liberation. Now, all year, of course, we remember our journey out of Mitzrayim, the metaphorical Egypt that constitutes the narrow places, the dire straits that we face in our lives as individuals and as the Jewish people. But that focus on going out of Mitzrayim intensifies with this new season. I'd like to share a passage from Rabbi Jill Hammer's wonderful Book of Days. I recommend the book highly. It's a kind of journal through the Jewish year. She writes about this season. It is at this light-filled time of year that we celebrate the festival of Passover and relive the going out of Egypt. From the bitter taste of slavery to the wonder of the parting of the sea, we enter the experience of sudden freedom. Houses undergo a thorough cleaning, and for a week we change our diet, as if to remind us that liberty requires the willingness to change. It is we ourselves who must rush out of Egypt on the full moon of the month of Nisan. We who must pass the story to our next generation. Liberation happens to us not once a long time ago, but each year at this season. Outside, at least here in the northern hemisphere, this is the season of air when fresh winds blow through the world. Yet inwardly we are still in the season of earth, the season when we are most grounded. At Pesach, we Jews relearn who we are, what our task in the world is. We remember that we are part of a people. looking around us in the spring, we remember we are also a part of the tribe of returning life. This is a different kind of rebirth from what we experience at Rosh Hashanah in the fall. This is a birth that draws us out of ourselves and into this world. And so as we enter and celebrate this season of liberation that we mark with Rosh Chodesh today, I'd like to share a song, a chant that comes out of the Haggadah. We will sing it again at Pesach. It is a passage that captures the essence of the Passover story and of this sacred season in just 4 words. Avadim hayinu. We were slaves. Ata b'nei chorin. And now we are free. In a moment I'll chant, and again it's just 4 words and a simple tune, 2-part tune, so I hope you'll join with me. But as you do, let us reflect. To what real and metaphorical pharaohs, both external in the world and internal in ourselves, to what pharaohs are you enslaved? What would it take to break free of them and to help others in their struggles for liberation, physical and spiritual? Where do you find the promise of spring, particularly in this challenging season of pestilence? Where is spring in this time of coronavirus? And how might we hasten the coming of a universal spring for humanity and for all of God's creation? How might we hasten Zman Cherutenu, a season of liberation for all, for ourselves and for our world? Join me with Avadim Hayinu. We were slaves and now we move to freedom. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, hayinu. Once we were slaves, Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. But now we are free, Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorin. Avadim hayinu, Ta'ata b'nei chorin b'nei chorin. Sit for a moment and be with your body, reflecting on slavery, on what binds you against your better nature, and on freedom, on the journey of liberation. We'll go out as usual with Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Boker Tov, may this day bring liberation for you and opportunities to labor for liberation for others as well.